Hello and welcome to this weekend edition of the Daily Dose of Greek. And today we're going to talk about a new Greek classical grammar. Not a New Testament grammar, but a classical grammar. And it is the Cambridge Grammar of Classical Greek, right here. The Cambridge Grammar of Classical Greek. It's written by a lot of people with Dutch names that I would have trouble pronouncing their names. And I think it would be embarrassing if I tried to pronounce them, so I don't think I'm going to. But it was came out in 2019, so it's a very recent publication, and it's more of a advanced / reference grammar. I've had a chance to look through some parts of it. It's nicely formatted. This is one of the benefits of getting a modern reference grammar like this, because older reference grammars are sometimes just not organized in a way that we're used to, and they're hard to use because the information is not really easy to pull out. But this is very nicely formatted, engaging with current discussion and questions. Now, I'm not a classical Greek scholar, right? My focus is on the New Testament. I'm limited in my expertise. And so, but sometimes I need to look up some things more related to classical Greek, and of course much of it overlaps, right? And so traditionally I've looked at Smythe's grammar, right? The famous grammar by Herbert Smythe, published by Harvard University Press. Here's a print copy of it. You can view it free online, I think on Internet Archive, or at least an earlier version of it. And it also is extremely helpful, not formatted nearly as nicely as this new Cambridge Grammar of Classical Greek, nor engaging obviously with current discussion about issues of verbal aspect or voice or things like that. So I found, being a New Testament Greek person, that sometimes when I read outside of New Testament Greek, read classical Greek scholars, it can really bring some clarity, because they're often talking about similar things, but they're not concerned with the same body of literature, or they're not repeating some of the same terminology. And sometimes there can be like a real, oh wow, yeah, that's a great way to describe that. That makes a lot of sense. And so I'm just making you aware of this. I don't know that most of us watching this would actually go out and buy this, if you're a pastor or if you're a missionary. But something to be aware of, right? The Cambridge Grammar of Classical Greek, a 2019 publication that I'm sure will be referenced for many, many years to come.